All right, we're gonna get busy, but first let's look at some current events again. Where's my screen? All right, yes. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. Uh, let's see. Rust haters unite. Phil C. I haven't heard of it. Let's take a quick look. Phil C, I guess. Memory safe with a few caveats. So, okay, let's take a look. Philip Pislow, Senior Director of Language Engineering at Epic Games, has created his own memory safe flavor of C, and why not? Named it after himself. Okay, cool. Got in touch after seeing our report on Trap C, a memory safe C fork due to release next year. I wanted to alert you to the existence of PhilC, a personal project of mine, which exists today, does just about everything TrapC claims to do, including being totally memory safe, and it's freely available. Oh man. Oh. Alright. So that's cool. Oh yeah, this is what I was thinking. They keep saying, oh man, you soy devs, you need to use Rust so you can let the borrow checker nag you into actually being competent, right? I'm just kidding. I don't have any room to say that. I don't even know how to use Rust. Okay, so Rust, for better or worse, is commonly cited in memory safety evangelism because it's fast, suited for low-level code, and does a lot of things well. Okay, cool. Rust is not all that easy to learn. Ha! So that's fun. But let's just see. It's slow, 1.5 to 5x slower than Legacy C. Um, that's in part because of its implementation of a pointer encoding method for tracking bounds and types called monocaps, and also overhead from calling conventions and dynamic linking that differ from standard C. The plan to make Fill C fast is to fix these issues. I believe that fixing these issues can get Fill C to be only 1.5x slower than C in the worst cases. It'll take some focused compiler runtime GC hacking to get there. Pretty amazing. All right, cool. Let's just quickly take a look at the link, GitHub. LLVM Project Deluge. So this guy is the one who, let's see, what's his most starred? Wait a minute. Who is this? His Lonator, LLVM Project Deluge. And Phil C is here. Oh, interesting. So there's a bunch of stuff here. That's cool. Um, 1,071 commits ahead of 49,459 commits behind LLVM project. Okay, fair enough. Well, you know what? That seems great. So anyway, let's get busy now. I was there longer than I was expecting or should have been. So I was trying to do this Erlang. This is my first one trying to do Erlang, and I have no clue how to do anything with Erlang. So I don't know about this. For some reason, this caught my attention. I don't think I've seen this section before because I probably never scroll down. Mentoring slots. Oh, a slot unlocks at 100 rep, and you get reps just by doing exercises, I guess. So that's cool. 0.1 average exercises completed per week. Where does that come from? Dashboard. Interesting. So I'm kind of curious about this site. I mean, obviously there's a lot here, right? Let's see. Let me see what is here. Exercism Insiders Reward Program, 24 days ago. And what about this? Published your solution. You can do join insiders to enable dark mode? No way. Okay. badges. Showing 5 badges. Oh, we have a badge for completed the all your base exercise. That one has its own badge. Huh. Okay. Well, it's a pretty good exercise. All right, so let's jump back over to where we were. So exorcism, Erlang. So I was trying to do this and I couldn't figure out how. So I was thinking what I want to do actually is I want to try and do it now in Elixir because I think that's just going to be a lot easier. So let me go find it. So here's the list of exercises. And here's all your base in Erlang. All right. But I was trying to do it and I couldn't figure it out. And so for this one, I want to do it a little bit differently, and I want to just hop into it in Elixir, because I think that's going to be a lot easier. Probably a lot easier, but also similar. So let's paste this. And then once I have it working in Elixir, I think that'll give me some information on how to do it in Erlang, maybe. So what I'm going to do is, I believe in here I have Erlang. In here I have basically these functions, which I sort of imagined were the way to do it, but I don't really know how to debug them because it says, when I try to test, it says bad arith, and I don't really understand it. So the bad arith is here on line 22. So it says it called as 1.0 remainder minus 7. So I think, let's see. So it's something about this Erlang remainder, right? So you know what? Honestly, maybe I shouldn't do it in Elixir. Erlang rem. So here's rem, integer remainder of x over y. So I think I just used it wrong, probably. Where's rem in here? Let's take a look. Integer remainder. So they did 5 rem 2 dot. This looks like it's in a REPL. I thought I looked this up. Okay, hold on. Erlang REPL. So, wait a minute. Where's the place to look? What is this? The Erlang shell? Okay, so hold on. Erlang, if I just do Erl, man, I should have just done that in the first place. Okay, this is gonna go a lot better. This is gonna go a lot better. So first of all, let me close out of there. Let me look at my file. What is it? Source, all your base, Erl. Okay, so here's my file. So now I go Erl, and here I am. Okay. So let's try. So in here it said called as 1.0 and minus 7, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to do minus 7 at first. Let's do something like a simpler one. All right, so we know we're going to start by doing digits to number. All right, so digits to number. Digits to number. Okay. Let's try it again. 0 dot. Yeah? Okay, so it says okay. So now if I do digits to number, and I put in no digits, and I put in base 10, then it says Oh, I have to put a dot? Then it says 0. Okay. Okay, great. So now, let's do it again. Digits. Wait, no. Let's do this next part. So, math, pow, base, length t. So let's do math, pow. Let's say the base is 10. And let's say this length is 0. Dot. Math, pow, 10, 0, dot. Okay, so we do have to notice it seems like it comes out as a float thing. Fishy Codes TV says, hey. Hey, Fishy Codes TV, how is your day going? I mean Fishy Codes TTV, I guess. All right. So I have to notice this comes out as a float. Is that going to cause me a problem here? Honestly, it might. It might. I don't think I want that to necessarily come out as a float. Good. How about you? Man, I think it's good. I think it's good fine. All right, so what if I go int 1.0? Dot? No, there's no int. Okay, so Erlang type cast float to int. This is a weird looking thing. This is from 2007. They did floor. Okay, let's try floor. Floor. Ah, okay, so that's nice. So we probably want to go floor math pow 10 0. Okay, so I think that figured something. All right, so what we're doing here is on exercism, and I've been going through many of these. So the idea is it's a long challenge where we're doing many different programming languages, right? So far we've done such languages as Python, Clojure, MIPS, JavaScript, Nim, C++, Ruby, R, Common Lisp, Elixir, Faro, Smalltalk. This one was an interesting journey. Julia, F#, and you know, so on and so forth. So there's a ton of them here. I've finished these ones, and then there are lots and lots and lots left. The languages do get repeated. This is the first time with Erlang, but after Erlang, we're going to go to Groovy, which is a repeat. And then we're going to go to Prolog. That's going to be the first one for Prolog. Scala's going to be a repeat. JavaScript's going to be a repeat. And then will be the first repeat of Faro Smalltalk. I hope I get to that one today. But anyway, so yeah, so this is the first time in Erlang. And I just discovered that I can, in fact, open up the Erlang console just by going Erl. Bilingual in like every language help. Yeah, so it's crazy because like these are really short, small puzzles, right? So like if we look at this one, this is the one we're doing now. And it's, so we have the C++ one submitted so far. Here's what I submitted. And like, it's literally just a base conversion. Whoa. So, wait a minute. Can I look at this full screen? Here, let's just look at it here. So, it was CPP, all your base, no. This. So here it was. So, like, we just have to do a base conversion, right? So we check some conditions. We go through the different digits that get passed in, and we just multiply them by the starting base to the power of I, basically, whichever digit we're at, and then add that into the value, and then convert it to a different base, right? So it's a very simple, common idea. Yeah, so smartness, right? And that's how all of them are, right? Like, these are all simple, common puzzles, but it's tricky because there's a lot of languages, and Most of them are languages I've never seen before, including Erlang. So anyway, so we're gonna try to figure it out. So what I'm seeing is we can convert a float to an int by going floor. So that's good. Math pow. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me cat that again. So this is what I have so far. This is, and it wasn't working, and I'm still not quite sure why. But so if we say that we get 10 passed in, let's see here. Okay, so let's put this base case in, digits to number. We get nothing passed in, and then it doesn't matter what the base is because it's going to be 0 if there's nothing. Okay, so that's our base case. And then in our other case, digits to number, I'm trying to take the digit itself and then the tail. I don't know if that's right. We'll figure it out. And then the base is going to have to be used. And then here I'm going to put floor, which I didn't have before. I'll put math colon pow. I'll put the base in. And then the length of the tail is what I'm going to use to decide what it's raised to. Then I'm going to multiply by the digit. Then I'm going to add the recursive call. Which, I mean, I think that kind of makes sense to me, but I've done something wrong, a syntax error, darn. Okay, let's let's see. Wait, it wasn't a syntax error before. Did I just mistype something, probably? Let's see, I'm trying to look. Can I not do floor like that? Oh no. Really big personal project? Well, hey, if you want to share, I'll take a look. Or just say anything about it, I'll take a look. Because it sounds interesting. I always like to hear about a really big personal project, for sure. All right. Syntax error before the arrow. I do not even know. It's a social media called Likely. Well, that sounds like a good one. Oh, wait, I see one. Hold on. I do see something mistyped. Digits to number 0. Digits to number ET base floor. I missed a closing parenthesis. So math pow, open a second, base, length, open a third, now close all 3. Yeah, I missed one. Plus digits to number T base. Okay, so now it says okay. So now if I go digits to number and put in nothing, 10, period, it says 0. Okay, so now what if I put 1 in here? 1, okay. Now what if I put 2? Okay. Now what if I put 2, 0, 20? Okay, amazing. So now, if I put 1, 0, and base 2, uh-oh, that doesn't look right. Oh, that's base 1. Base 1 shouldn't work. Base 2, okay. Put in another 0. So that part actually, I think, seems to be working. So let me go back to my file. And let's put floor in here. Did I change anything else? Okay, let's try the test again. It says... Uh-oh, it looks like it hung somewhere. That's not good. I think this is better. At least it doesn't say bad Aerith. So the bad Aerith was because it was the wrong type. I was putting a float in where I needed an int. So let's take a look at the likely Netlify app. Netlify, okay, fine. So let's see if the link will work. Well, it works so far. If it gives you an error like a 404, just click back to site. And if it shows a data breach type warning, it's not taking your info. I don't know why it does that. Okay, let's try signing up. So I will put my name. Let's just put, okay, so let's try signing up. Must be 8. Okay, sign up. Hey, well, it seems fine so far. I didn't see a 404 or anything. I guess I can save my 1234567 8 password. All right, now let's, okay, so this is good. So here's how it looks here. You know, sometimes I was doing all of these things. I guess it doesn't really matter. Like, let's not look at that right now. Oh shoot. Let's look at, okay, so we can explore. So no posts today, but let's try creating one. Hi. Should we try and create a file? Let's see. Save. All right, let's try putting this file in here. Okay, so far, oh gosh. Erlang, CPP, and Groovy. Okay, create. Hi, all your base are belong to us. Okay, so now we can make a so-called post. That's fine. So now, if we look here or here, yay, the post is here. The image didn't come out. Probably, it's probably not a good image type. I don't know. It's an SVG. So let's try one that's not an SVG, maybe. I'm gonna try. Can I get his image? Cool cat. All right, let's try one more. Create cool cat. Okay. Oh, where is it? Right there. All right, we'll put the cat on. Okay. Cool cat something something. Okay. Create. All right, so now if we look in explore, oh wait, did it post? Everything is good so far. I'm not sure. Wait, let's try the other one again. Okay, so we'll put this cat. Cool cat, yes. Oh, failed. Should we see what it says? One more time. Yes, I will. Okay, create. It says file extension not allowed because it's JPEG. Ah, okay, let's try again. Okay, cool cat. All right, so now if we go to explore, can we see our cat? Okay, so let's see. Um, I don't know why the image isn't working. It should. All my test posts work, so that's weird. You can just edit the post. That's weird. Yeah, I guess. Well, it did say, like it said exactly right. SVG ping JPEG, so that's good. But it said JPEG with an E in it. I don't know. Some people messing with us. Okay, let's see what else is here. Chat. It looks like we can make a post, so that's good. And we can see some kind of a demo, right? So that's good. And so, yeah, everything is here. All right. So what do we think? It doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like buggy. Well, maybe some things, but it seems good. Let's see. Can I heart my cat? Yay. And what is this? So now saved. Yay, saved. Okay, cool. All right. So far so good. And the chat and notifications aren't done yet. Yeah, so I think it seems great. Okay, so now let me just see. Let me just try just a couple of these. The color cycle. I haven't tried these in a while. I'm not sure if I remember how they work. Okay, so let's try color cycle with W. There we go, color cycle. Let me try, okay, let me turn it off. And breathify. Close that. Breathify. Yeah, so those work fine still. All right, I'm gonna turn those back off. Oh no. Okay. All right. Very good. Oh, page not found. Oh, interesting. So it says page. Okay, it says page not found if we open here. That's the 404 you said at the very first, right? Add that to be an option in settings. Ha! Good idea. All right. So we can open it here. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's cool. I really appreciate you sharing. Just make it look like you're high on the site. Yeah. Oh, hold on. I want to see if there's one more. I have Jeff. Let me see if Jeff will work. So with Jeff, when you load the page, oh yeah, it's supposed to show a Jeff at some point. Okay, I'm gonna turn this back off. All right. Okay. Let me see where I was though. So it says failed 17, understandable, I guess. So now I have all your base tests line 100. Oh, wait. Tests 98 failed. Let's see. It shows where the test is in, or where the failure is in the test. And then something timed out. Output base is 1. I think... So I didn't include any, like, what do you call it? like checks or like guards. So we need some guards. So if the input base is less than 1, let me see. Erlang guards. Okay, so a guard. So we have a matching syntax, and I'm trying to think, can we wait a minute. So this, I don't even know quite what I'm trying to say. Basically, like if this input base is less than 2, then we need to reject the call, right? So can I put e less than, or like input base less than 2 here, and in which case like it doesn't matter what that is, or it doesn't matter what that is either. And then here we just like raise an exception. Let's see. Erlang exception? Yeah. What the heck? Learn you some Erlang for great good? Do they have this for, do they have something called learn you some X for great good for every programming language? Well, I'm gonna star it. Okay, so let's see. Most of the time you'll be told to just let it crash. Okay. Sample error, throw, some bad happened. So I just need to throw, I guess. Throw input base less than 2. Okay. And then, oh wait, I think I need a semicolon. And then here, rebase. And then it doesn't matter what this is. And then output base less than 2. Oh, except I think I have to put a underscore in front to show that I'm not going to use it, maybe? Can we do Erlang string interpolation? I already clicked this. Oh, interesting. IO-lib format. Okay, I'll give it a shot. So I'll say IO-lib format. Okay, I'll put that in. I'll put in squiggle P. And then I will put input base, I guess. Okay. And then here we throw the same thing basically. Wait. There we go. And then semicolon there. Okay, so now it says variable output base is unbound. I don't think I know what it means. But I don't think I can just put like less than into there like that. Little personal project trying to get it on mobile though, but I don't have a MacBook for Xcode, so I'm looking for an app dev to do it for me. I would think about, I don't know about using a MacBook for Xcode for mobile. I think I would think about trying to use Android Studio first, because you can use that presumably wherever. But I'm sure you probably thought about that already. Wait a minute. Type test BIF? Why is it called a BIF? What is a BIF? I don't even know. Automatically imported BIF? Oh my gosh. A BIF function. Oh, built-in function. Oh, okay. Okay. I probably should have known that, but I sure didn't. A built-in function. Okay. Min and max BIFs are allowed to be used in guards. Okay. Allowed in guard tests. Erlang max guard test. Let's take a look. I don't think that's it. Allowed in guard tests. Tutorials point. All right, let's see. Maybe I should look for it in this one. Home. Guard. Yeah, it's something to do with pattern matching or guards. Okay, so if it's 0, 1, or whatever. Oh, you put when. When is what you put. Okay, okay. Input base. This makes more sense. Whoops. So we won't do that. We will say when input base less than 2. And here we will put when output base less than 2. Okay, so still not passing, but hey, at least it didn't hang that time. All right, so it says throw something. Oh, you are using Android Studio. Yeah, awesome. So yeah, I don't know about the Xcode thing. Okay, so test. I think I probably just didn't, like, return anything. I'm not sure. Okay, so let's go into Earl again. So we want to say rebase. Oh, wait, we want to say number of digits first. So number 2 digits with the base case, like this, and then the recursive case, like this. No, wait. I want digits to number first. Actually, this is fine. Let's just do this. Remainder base. Number 2 digits. Give space. It says okay. I don't know. So let's try that out. Number 2 digits. Let's say, first of all, my number is 0 and my base is 10. What do I get? I get nothing. Okay, so far so good. All right, so how about if it's 1? All right. How about if it's 11? Okay, so far so good. How about if my base is 2? Okay, fine. So that part seems to work fine. Let's do digits to number 0, and then the recursive case dt base floor math pow base length t times d plus digits to number t base. Okay, that one says okay. All right, so now let's rebase. We're going to put in digits, input base, output base. So here we're going to say number 2 digits, and then we're going to say digits to number. We're going to put the digits in there, and we're going to put the input base in there. We'll put the output base here. We'll put a dot, and it says okay. So now we'll try rebasing something. I'll put a number 1. I'll put a 10 and a 2. Dot, it says 1. Okay, so far so good. Now let's put a 16. No, we can't do that. It has to be 6. Oh, that doesn't look right at all. What the heck? Oh, interesting. So the digits are coming out backwards. Did I know that they were going to do that? I sure didn't. Darn. So in number to digits, each time I'm putting the digit here first, and then recursively putting the rest later. Does that seem right? So if we put digits to number, and we put 1, 6, and the base is 10, then I get 16. And then if I put number to digits, I put 16 and 2. Yeah, they came out backwards. That's messed up. Let me see here. So we're putting this on the front when I guess the way this is, it really needs to be put onto the back, but I don't know if we can put it onto the back. Let's just see if we can reverse it. Erlang reverse list. Yeah? No? I think it's here. Yes! Okay, let's just reverse it. That'll be easy. Wait, where did it go? Reverse. Okay, so I'll put reverse here. Uh-oh. Undefined shell command reverse. It's in lists. So can we go lists : reverse? Amazing. Okay. So let's do that. So when we return this, it's going to have to be... Wait a minute. We have to reverse it at the end. So I'm just going to reverse it here at the end. Lists : reverse. Let's try testing again. I don't think that fixed whatever was wrong before, but it was necessary. All right, so now failed 21. I wonder if they're not even passing in correctly. Where's the test? Okay, so we're passing in. So we go rebase, we put this in. Okay, so far so good. We're supposed to go 2 to 10. Assert match, okay, 1. And it's no good. Am I supposed to put out this okay? Wait, let's see if there's something about it here. Okay. So in the ones where it didn't work, okay, so it should, oh my gosh, okay. So we're supposed to say okay and then pass it back, or we're supposed to say error and then say what the error is. Okay, let's try it like that maybe. So here we are going to say okay and then say that. Yeah? And then here we're not going to throw. We are going to say error and then say this. Except they're looking for an actual specific error, so that's probably not what it is. But let me just see if this makes some of them pass. Error. It says syntax error. Let's see, what did we do wrong here? Get rid of this. Okay. Past 9, hooray! All right, so let's see which ones we still need to fix. Okay, so this first one says I don't even know. Okay, so assert match, all your base. Okay, so we got something empty passed in, and I think we were supposed to have a 0 in there, I think is what it's saying. So that's on 56. Okay, we're supposed to have a 0 in there. Okay. So let's fix that one. So we'll say rebase. And so in this case, we get empty list passed in. Doesn't matter what these are. And then we just do okay, 0. Yeah? Okay, let's see if that fixes. Okay, past 10. All right, next one. It says, okay, so we passed in just a 0. Oh, I didn't get anything in there. I'm just going to handle that as another special case. I don't care. Okay. All right, so past 11, good. What's this one? Okay, so we got 3 zeros. Oh, shoot. Handling zeros as special cases is not going to help us much, is it? That's pretty messed up. Okay. So I think I should probably fix it in here, number to digits. So if this comes out empty, oh, this should be a 0, and then we don't need this. Or probably don't even need this either. Let's see. Nope, that messed up a bunch of them. Okay. So we don't want that. We do want those cases, I guess. So this is empty. We don't care what these are. We pass back a 0. Or if this is 0. But if it's just if it's just any number of zeros, then I think when we get So this has to be empty as a base case, because that's like just how it works, I guess. So here, shoot. Can we do like a sum, Erlang sum list? We can do like a fold. We can do like an all. Oh, yeah, let's do an all. That sounds like a good one. Lists all. So we'll say, oh gosh. So we'll say when lists all, and then we're supposed to pass in a predicate and maybe like that. I'm not sure if that's the syntax. And then pass digits. What does it say? Syntax error. Erlang lambda function. Okay, so they said double. Wait a minute. So for each, so they put in F. So using, oh, so they put fun here. Okay, so we just put fun. Pretty sure they said that, and I just spaced it. Okay. Is that better? Syntax error. Okay, so we put fun. Then we put in, I guess I'll make this a big X, since that's what we usually do. Okay, so syntax error. Okay, so when lists all, fun X, X equals 0, digits. Will that work? Apparently not. Oh, I have to have an end in here, I think. Is that any better? Illegal guard expression. So we can't use lists all as a guard expression. So let's see. So where was the bit? So here about guard expressions. So we said when x less than equals 16 or greater, I don't know why I wrote it like that. So less. Okay. If, all right, what is this? Guard patterns? Oh, I guess we have to do something like this. What's equal colon equal? Am I in the right place? If equal colon equal. exactly equal to. So we have equal to. I don't think it matters which one I use for now. Okay. All right, so we don't want to do this. Instead, we want to say if, and we can put end here, and then the if, close a lot of these. Goodbye. Oh, shoot. Actually, why did it do that? Okay, history. All right. If one, okay. If lists all, let's copy this. Okay. And then we put else? No. Else or true branches should be avoided altogether. Huh. Well, okay. Hmm. I've been at this a while already. My goodness. Oh gosh, I've been at this an hour already. That's crazy. All right, so then this, I guess, goes here. Syntax error before. So we don't want that. Okay, so now this says syntax error before true. Do we need a semicolon there? Yeah. And here. Syntax error before end. So we don't want the semicolon. Okay, so now what's this? Illegal guard oh no! No, it's the same thing. Okay. Crazy. Erlang guard function. Case? Oh, well, let's just use case then. Oh my gosh. That would make way more sense. Wait, where is it? Case? Right here. All right. So we'll do case. Digits of. All right. And then here we'll say, wait a minute. So pattern when and guard sequence. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I still don't understand. This is bad. case can test any expression. Okay, so we want this expression here. Case of, and then we'll put true. No. Where's my content? Home. Case. All right, so then there's true and false. True is this, and false. Oh, but here we also need the okay. Okay. Okay, so now what's this? Function rebase is unused. Number to digits is unused. It should be used here. Uh-oh. What have I done wrong? Let's just try the test. So did any... okay, so it says syntax error. Okay, let's fix that. I never changed anything there, did I? I don't think so. Maybe I did. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I haven't been using Git, so I don't know how to check whether I changed something. I don't think there's supposed to be a dot there. Did I just put that in there by accident? Oh no, those are there by accident. Okay. Okay, so we're still passing 11, so haven't ruined it too much. Okay, what can we fix? All right, this one. So we were supposed to say okay. Okay, so here it should say okay. $12? Yes. Okay, what's the next one? Input base must be greater than equal to. I got value, error, and then apparently I got a bunch of digits. So error is right, but what the heck is all this? That's crazy. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this. And that is what we want here. Okay, and similarly here. Except this will be the output base. Oh, did I hit caps lock? Oh my gosh. $19 passed, okay. So then this one, we wanted to see error. All digits must satisfy 0 less than equal. Okay, so we'll fix that one next. So this is a case on lists all, whatever. But we need another case. Is it going to be a nested case? Or can we do two things in the case? So temperature here. Uh-oh. I'm going a little crazy with it. Okay, so the case here, and so if that's true, and then it doesn't matter like what the other one is. And then they both have to be false here. But this other one, it doesn't matter what this is, because if this other one is true, I don't think this is right, then we have to say error. And the error is whatever it said. All digits. Actually, let's see what it said. It said, all digits must satisfy this. How is that? All digits must satisfy 0 less than equal D less than input. What's this part here? Base. Input base. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Okay, so then here, this other case is going to be lists any fun x. X is greater than or equal to output base, no, input base. Okay, so still failed 2. So on this first one, it says pattern. Oh, so I still got okay there. Interesting. 0 less than equal to, oh, all digits. Oh, so there was a negative in there. Hold on. So greater than equal to input base or x less than 0. Yeah? You think it's or like this? I don't know what it is. Erlang Boolean operators. I tried to look this up before. Or oh my gosh, where's my learn you? Okay. Boolean. Okay. Okay, so it does say it's or. All right. Okay, so now it says all digits must satisfy 0 less than equal D less than input. Yeah, I copy pasted it, but I guess I don't quite have it right. All digits must satisfy. Yeah, I'm not sure why it looks like that. What's it look like in the test? All digits must satisfy, and then they put base here on a different line. Why is that? Okay. All 21 tests passed. Well, I'm gonna submit, and let's see what it says. Man, I spent a long time on it. Way longer than I ever thought should have been necessary. Okay. Mark is complete. Okay, so if we look at it, iteration 1. I'm sort of happy that this worked. I like this syntax. It was like intuitive, I guess, in the sense that I just sort of guessed that that was probably the way to go, and it actually did work, so I like that. I think I'm okay with it. Yeah, let's go do it in Groovy. I do not think Groovy is gonna take as long as Erlang just did, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. All right. Groovy. Okay. So if we run the test, is it ready to go? Gradle executable file not found in path? Darn. I think I had to like add it to the path or something last time. Let's see if Brew will help me. Brew usually makes it just painless, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Because I know I did the Groovy before, but yeah, I think I added it to the path in maybe some half-baked, inept way or something. I don't know. I'm gonna grab another drink. Be right back. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, fetching Gradle. Maybe this will be better. I have high hopes. What is it doing? Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Well, if it works, then it'll be done for good. I love this Linux brew. Like, going through this exercism content, like, if brew works for the particular language, it just works and it just makes it so easy. Because I'm dumb. I need something to help me and make things easy. And brew has usually been working pretty well for me. Come on, Gradle. Hit me with the Gradle, baby. Alright. For the benefit of the VOD, we're listening to George Clinton. Mothership Connection. That's a good jam. Alright. We need LLVM for Gradle. Is this true? Is this real life? Alright. I thought we had it already, and it's doing more than I thought it was gonna do. Let me look ahead to what else is up and coming. So let's see. How far do I expect to get today? Erlang took absolutely forever. I do expect that I will probably get through the prologue. The Scala and the JavaScript shouldn't be too bad. I'm expecting I should get to the Faro Smalltalk Minesweeper by today. Oh, and this will be the first OCaml problem, I believe. So that'll be interesting. I don't know if I'll get through this one. I'm expecting I'll probably get to about this point today. And I will be perfectly satisfied if I get to about that point today. Mesa? Oh my goodness. I wasn't prepared for it to do, like, everything. I guess that's the downside of using Brew, right? Like, it's making it easy, but sometimes it just is unexpectedly doing a whole bunch of extra things. And that's the other downside, is it's like managing tons of packages already because I've used it to install so many of these different language tools or whatever. Ah, it's craziness. It's absolute craziness. Maybe I should skip ahead while it's doing that. No, I don't think I'm going to. Crystal. So it'll be Faro, Smalltalk, OCaml, and Crystal. I wonder what the Minesweeper... Is it just to create the Minesweeper game? If it's to create the Minesweeper game, like, I've done that before in Python, but, like, that's a little bit more involved than most of these other problems. Like, most of these are really small, tiny ones. Like, all your base is a really small, tiny problem. Creating the Minesweeper game is a little bit more involved. But it might be just a simpler, like, problem related to the Minesweeper game. I don't know. Okay, so we're ready. So now will it work? Amazing. Amazing. Brew completely fixed it for me, and that's what I appreciate. I'm just, like, I'm a soy dev who I just want things to just fix things for me. Okay, so it didn't work because we haven't done anything yet, but we're ready to go. So let's go into our source file, main groovy all your base file. Okay, so we have all your base constructor, and we have this method. Okay, I am going to copy my C++ file right into here, I think. So let's go to my C++ file, all your base file. I'm just going to stick that right into my source main groovy all your base file. Okay, so here's all my C++. Okay, so I'm not going to need includes or using. We can get rid of that. POW, I think POW, we should be good to go with POW. What do I need to do with this constructor? What's the test look like? Okay, so they're going to new up the all your base class with an input base and some digits. All right, that's cool. So let's go into here. And so let's see, should we set, let's say we have a int number as a member, and then we'll set the number here. So we want to do the conversion part, which is going to be, I don't think I need any of this part. Let's get rid of that and that. I think the part that I need here is this part. Okay, so I'll have a number. Okay, number equals 0. And then for int, I guess I don't need to say it's unsigned, probably. So this will be digits. I don't know if it's size. That seems possible. It might be like length or something. In Groovy, do we have a REPL? That is not my spelling. Groovy REPL? Not replace. Groovy SH. Let's see if that's ready to go. Groovy SH. Doesn't say anything. Should we try brew again? Maybe. Groovy or Groovy SDK? Let's try Groovy. Cool. So let's look at my file. Source main Groovy. Okay, so here's what I have so far. So if we go into the Groovy SH, okay, so here we go. So if I say int number equals 0, is that fine? So now can I do number? Unknown property number? I don't know how this works. Okay, so I don't know if this is size or length or what. This part is probably the same. This should be number, is what I decided to call it. Okay, so then if input base less than or equal to 1, throw new exception, wrong input base. Okay. And then let's just say here, if digit is what? Greater than or equal to input base, or digit, not digits, or digit is less than 0, throw new exception, invalid input digits. Okay. Sure. So then for rebase, we'll say if output base less than equal to 1, throw new exception. I don't know, is it runtime exception like Java? I'm just going to leave it like it is for now. We'll see how it goes. Wrong output base. Let's not do that. And then let's get rid of some of this. And then let's copy this part. Okay, so now number. Well, we can't really, we don't want to overwrite the number, so we'll say int temp number equals number. Temp number. Temp number. Return digits. Okay, so we can get rid of the rest of that. Okay, so now this digits begin, that's kind of not it at all. Yeah, so we don't insert it like that. Let's actually, I kind of want to see what it says. It's going to help me out here. So it says build failed. Oh, you know, that didn't help me out nearly as much as I hoped, I don't think. Okay, guess. Okay, so class all your base, int number. Okay, so we have this constructor. We say if throw exception. Okay, sure. We say number here. Let me take a look at my other Groovy file. Circular buffer, source main Groovy. Okay, so using int is good, using semicolon is good. Oh wait, we don't use semicolons there. Let's make that change. But we do use a semicolon here. What about in a for loop? Did I have a for loop in that other file? Okay, let's take a look. Groovy for loop. What's the real, okay, Groovy programming language. Let's take a look. Control structure. Switch. Looping. Classic. Okay, yeah, this looks fine. Okay. For. All right, yeah, that's good. Okay, what about list stuff? So this what we said new array list. What's gonna be passed into our source test Ruby? Interesting. Interesting. So all your base spec given. So digits is like this. Interesting. I think that's fine. So then let's see, what about collection types or whatever? Promotion, optionality, the groovy truth, collection and arrays. Non-empty collection and arrays are true. Okay, that's fine. What about the length or whatever? Variable, multiple, expressions, option, the groovy truth, typing, principles, closure. So is it just called an array? array list length. It's size. Okay, so it is size. All right, so that's good. Okay, now does it say anything any different now? I think it's still going to be the same. It just says unsupported class file. Fair enough. I guess. Not very helpful, but whatever. I don't know if we can use POW like this. Groovy exponentiation operator. Okay. Still says the same thing, I think. Okay. Digit times multiplier. Rebase here. I'm gonna have to take a break here pretty soon, just a short one, but Groovy programming language LSP. Do we have maybe a better LSP that'll help me? I don't really know what's going on. Designed for Moonshine IDE. What the heck is this? It's an Eclipse-like. Let's look at this one. Okay, so like this part I don't think is right at all. Temp number. I feel like that should be okay. Where's the if statement? If statement should control structure. If I probably just need I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like this. It might require this, I don't know. So let's just put that in there. Here as well. I don't think that's enough. It just says invalid class file, right? Or unsupported class file. I don't like that it just says unsupported class file. Maybe there's like an online Groovy syntax checker. Or just to find where the syntax error is. Let's take a look at this. Sure, let's give it a shot. Whoops. Oh. Okay. So now execute. It says it should either have a main method, be a JUnit test. Oh. Did I do any of that in my other one? So class. No, it's just a class. All right. Could not be run. So where, wait. Have a main method. Be a JUnit test. Okay, so if we put a main method in here, now what does it say? Groovy main method. It should be static void main. Well, you know, I didn't think of that at all. Oh no, this is okay, hold on. Static. This is Groovy, right? Inspect AST in Groovy console. Okay, static void main. Okay. And then pass in the string args. Okay. Is that any better? I don't think it's working. So it actually did just run. Okay. Well, that doesn't help me at all. Okay, so now let's try newing up an all your base. And we'll put in 10 and 1. Sure, let's try it. Okay, good. I think. Okay, found in a static scope, but doesn't refer to a local variable, static field, or class. Oh. So, darn. uh, I'm sure I should understand this. Okay, so a parent variable AYB. So this is an all your base type, is what it should be. And then let's print that line again. I think I was moving faster through these like at the beginning, and I don't know really why. Okay, so no such property from for class all your base. No such property from for class. Understand. Do I have from in here somewhere? What in the world am I doing right now? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, it's not this. It is input base. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it still says unsupported, but let's just change that. Input base I. That's where I was trying to type into the control F. Oh man, I have it everywhere. Interesting, interesting. Okay, so now if we do print line AYB rebase 2, okay, no such property digits. So digits, yeah, okay, so we'll fix that. All right. I'm feeling a little bit better. All right. So I'm going to say digits equals this, and then groovy stack data structure, maybe? So if I have this, can I push something to the end? I have no idea. Digits push temp number mod output. I think I've been trying to take too many shortcuts and it's really been slowing me down. All right, so this would be, I should just say divide equals probably. Probably. Divide equals, yeah, unsupported class file major version 67. Okay, so it keeps saying the same thing. What is going on? Yeah, this is groovy. All right. You need to have the Java version which is compatible with your Gradle version. So Gradle V, it says 8.11. It says Groovy 3.0.22. Let's see if there's any help in the help. Okay. Execute with Gradle W test. Let's see what that does. Probably the same thing, I believe. Is this what was needed all along? It didn't do this before, right? Hmm. Yes, maybe this is better. It is indeed. It is better. Okay. All right. No such property digits. Okay, let's fix it. So this is going to be int array digits. Is that how you do it? Let's see what this is. No, not that. Let's do Gradle. Gradle W test. So it says push. Okay, so we can't push Groovy array. Okay, let me just see what it says we're doing here. So we said something like this. Okay. Oh my gosh. Add. List add operator? Let's heckin' try it. I don't think I've ever said that word before, but sure. Not this. It says left shift is applicable for argument types. So you're trying to tell me that the left shift is a list add? Oh, you know what? This isn't where I even was before. Oh, this is so much nicer. All right, but anyway, let's just try add. No signature is applicable for argument types integer. Okay, understandable. Understandable, I guess. Is that more like what it's supposed to be? Huh. Okay, let's activate the tests. These things make me feel like I'm going crazy all the time. All right, so it says at ignore. Okay, let's see what we get. Okay. We failed 18. Nice. All right. The first failure is binary to multiple decimal. All right. The expected was 4 to... Okay, so I've got them backwards. That's fine. Let's reverse them. Do you think it has reverse? It might. Let's see. Oh, several passed now. Okay, so what's this? So expected 0 and got nothing. Okay. So we want to put a 0 in there if there is nothing, right? And we saw that a few different places. Okay. So let's do this. If number is 0, return new array list int. I don't know if that's how you can initialize it. Just want to get through it, baby. Let's see what we get. Okay, how many failed? 9? Ooh, so many. All right, this one says, expected arithmetic exception. Okay. Okay, so that one should be arithmetic exception, I guess. Should this one also be the same? This one certainly should. What about this one? Probably. Okay, let's see what it says now. All passed. Let's submit. Submit. Source main. Groovy. All your base. Let's take a look. Oh man, these drive me wild sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna close all these out. And we are gonna move on. Ugh. This one really did help me. Okay, so it says passed, mark is complete. I've gotta speed up, probably. Like, at first, okay, so I wonder, at first, I think I was going faster, and it's probably because these were actually easier. But, I mean, these are still so easy. Let's go on to the zebra puzzle. So, we are going to join the prologue track. This is going to be the first prologue exercise. So let's make sure we install prologue locally. Let's give this a shot. Brew installs Sui prologue. Yeah, baby. Okay. And then let's do the hello world. Prologue. This is going to be good stuff. So let's go to prologue. Hello. And let's try test. It says we do expect it to fail, but I don't, well, Let's take a quick look at the help. So, running the tests, the following command can be used to run the tests from the command line. Swipple -f exercise -s. Oh my goodness gracious. And we can run prologue interactively with Swipple. This is something I definitely need to know. And we can load it like this, so that seems necessary. So this is, again, in the Swipple. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it in the Swipple. Swipple, baby. Swipple me. Cool. This looks nice. Okay, so let's try, actually, let me queue. or quit. Control C. H for help. H for help. H for help. Abort. Okay. Exit. No. H. I don't know. A. H. H for help. E. Okay, so let me try it again. Swipple. E. No. Okay, so Swipple. We want to go exit. No, what do we want to do? If I do exit, it just does that. So is it supposed to be like this? Darn it. Swipple prologue help. So this is for, okay, so they did help. Oh, wait a minute. So do we do, no. Sweep prologue, command line. Okay, getting started. Let's take a look. Okay, so we load the program. What about stopping? Halt? Oh, really? Okay, let's try again. Swipple halt? Oh. All right. Okay. So then let's look at the help again. Okay, so we're going to go into the Swipple. We're going to load our hello world. Why does it go to the pipe? Oh, because I didn't put a period. Okay. Hello world PL period. Ah, true. Okay. Now we'll load the tests. Where was that part? Hello world tests. Okay. Hello world tests prologue dot. Uh-oh. Hello. Oh, PLT. PLT. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no, I'm sure I feel like I very much should have figured this out. So what if I just do hello world? Is that any better? Okay, and now hello world tests. No good. But if we go hello world tests PLT, is that good? Ah, true, okay. So then it said to run the tests by going run the tests. Okay, let's see. Run tests. Okay. So it just says failed. Fair enough, I guess. So we'll halt. Let's go into the actual file. Hello world. All right, so it says the wrong thing. Let's try this. So it says passed. Let's submit, and I am about to need to take my 5-minute break. So let's submit this file. Let's take a look. Okay, so it says passed. All right, so we're going to get into the real prologue stuff. I'm going to be right back in 5 minutes. Okay, let's get busy. All right, so that's cool. So now we're going to return back and do whatever the zebra exercise is. I have no idea what the zebra exercise is. We're about to find out. Where's my 48 in 24? Do I have to start? Let's start this. Okay, so let's look at the zebra prologue. Okay. So we'll go over to zebra. So it says what? It's a famous logic puzzle in which there are 5 houses, each painted a different color. Interesting. I don't know if I've heard of this, but we'll see what it says. The houses have different inhabitants who have different nationalities, own different pets, drink different beverages, and enjoy different hobbies. To help you solve the puzzle, you're given 15 statements describing the solution. However, only by combining the information in all statements will you be able to find the solution to the puzzle. It's a constraint satisfaction problem. Okay. And that links to where? Wikipedia? Okay. Okay. Which of the residents drinks water and who owns the zebra? All right. And then we say that there are 5 houses. The Englishman lives in the red house. Huh. So, okay. Let's see what... This one seems a little different. Let's see what's in there so far. Zebra puzzle. So zebra owner, water drinker. Okay, good start, I guess. Okay, so yeah, I think this is exactly the kind of thing that Prologue can do very easily, if you know how to do a little Prologue, which I don't really, but let's give it a shot. So let's put the README into the zebra puzzle file. And I think the main thing is, okay, so in the end, we're going to put out, like, who is the zebra owner out of the different owners, and who is the water drinker out of the different drinkers, I guess. And then we want these. Okay, and then the other thing is, so let's start looking. Prologue, comment. Okay. So I guess we'll put in a comment like that. Okay, so first of all, there are 5 houses. So we have to declare in Prologue that the house's number is 5, right? Okay, let's take a look. Prologue getting started guide. I have looked at Prologue before. It's been quite a while, though. I think this is a pretty simple one to do in Prologue, so it's probably a pretty good introduction to Prologue. But do I know how to do it right now? No, I don't. Okay, so this is the Getting Started Quickly guide. Let's look at Prologue Wikipedia. I feel like that's probably where I looked before. And so syntax. Okay, so we're definitely going to want some atoms. We're going to want some kind of numbers. Okay, so we're going to want to create a rule. So head is true if body is true. A rule's body consists of calls to predicates, which are called the rule's goals. So we want to convert all 15 of these into Prologue rules. Like, isn't that elegant? That's a really nice introduction. I think it's a really nice introduction to the idea of Prologue. So let's see. So ancestor XY, parent-child XY, ancestor XY, parent-child XZ, ancestor ZY. Okay. That doesn't help me. The first one I want to do is there are 5 houses. This seems like a very simple one. Although, so like each house is different, right? There's a red house, there is a green house, there is an ivory house, that's 3 of them. There's a yellow house, that's 4. And is there another color? And there's a blue house. But the houses are also in order, right? We have to know one of them is in the middle, one of them is at the start, and one house is adjacent to another house. Shoot, this is going to be hard for me, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna flip a coin to see if I want to do the puzzle first in a different language that would be easier for me. For this problem, I think it would be a lot easier for me to do it in Python. I'm just gonna flip it. If heads, I will try it in Python first. Tails, I will try it in Prolog first. I'm nervous. Heads. Is that heads? No, that's tails. You know what? I don't care. I'm gonna try it in Python first. Because I don't know how to do this in Prolog, honestly. I think it's a very good introduction to Prolog. Okay. Let's try the Python version. Where is 48 in 24? Here we go. Okay, so the problem is zebra puzzle. Let's try it in Python first. It's going to be much easier for me in Python, I think. Okay, so let's look at the README here. I think it's probably the same, right? Okay, so let's put this into our Python file. Deaf drinks water. I'm also thinking like let's get rid of what we don't necessarily want. To be honest, I think when I tried practicing Prolog before, I think there was a problem very much like this one. They did say it's a famous problem, right? But it's been so long ago, and I wasn't so dumb in those days, but whatever. Okay. So let's try it here. So here we are in our Python. So there are 5 houses. So I'm just going to say houses equals, and then I'm just going to say, I don't know, so I have some houses. Okay, so I have some houses where I can maybe store some facts about the houses in each little list. Maybe I can put a list of facts in there. Or maybe they should be dicts. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? Maybe they should be dicts. Because that way we can say, like, what is the nationality and all that. Here, let's go back to the README again. Okay, so we say there's a different color, a nationality, a pet, a beverage, and a hobby. So maybe it would make sense to have a dict where we put information about that stuff. All right, so they'll have a color. I don't know. They'll have a different nationality. Pets. Beverages. Hobbies. Colors. Okay, so let's say color, nationality, pet, beverage, hobby. color. So these 5. Okay, let's do it like that. Okay, so I guess we are gonna make a bunch of def. So def rule 1. And then we say, I guess we're making a pairing. So if I get the information that the house is red, then I should put an Englishman in there. So let's say we pass a house in, and then we say if, and we say house sub color is red. Then we return, or no, we say house sub nationality equals English, and then return house. If house nationality equals English, oops. Def rule 1 house. Let me go back into my bin file actually, because I'm gonna be here a while. Okay. So I think this is gonna be much more elegant in prologue, but I don't know how to do prologue yet. I'm gonna find out enough to finish this problem. Okay, so def rule 2 house. If house, and let's make some consts. Color equals color. Nation equals nationality. Pet equals pet. Beverage equals, let's just say bev. Beverage. Hobby equals hobby. If house color equals, okay, so then red, red, red. House nation equals England. And so here we'll say England equals England, sure. Return house. If house nation equals England, house color equals red, return house. Let's just say elif, right? Return house. Okay. So I guess if we define all the rules this way, then it'll solve it, right? I think that in prologue we can define these kinds of rules more elegantly, but that's what we're going to find out. Let's finish doing it this way. Rule 3. We'll pass in a house. If house pet is dog. So let's put a dog in here somewhere. Dog equals dog, sure. House nation equals Spain. Okay. Spain. Elif house nation is Spain. House pet equals dog. Return house. Am I crazy? This is pretty different from things that I am accustomed to doing, but I'm going to see how it goes. Rule 4, house. If house color is green, okay, house, what was the next thing? Bev equals coffee. Okay. Coffee equals coffee, I guess. Okay. Elif house bev equals coffee. House color equals green. Okay. Simple enough so far. So now, okay, we're not too, I don't know how I'm going to do to the right of yet. Let's put in the Ukrainian first, though, I guess. So, def rule 4, house. If house nation is Ukraine, house bev equals T. All right. Elif house bev is T. House nation is Ukraine. All right. So then we have the greenhouse is immediately to the right of the ivory house. All right. So should the house have a reference back to the whole list of houses, probably, and to like its position in the list of houses? I guess probably, yeah, something like that. Okay, so let's see how I think the rule is gonna look. Oh, this is rule 5. Okay, rule 6. So if house color is what did it say? Where's 5? Green? Or 6. Then house so the parent is going to reference back to all the houses. And then, so the greenhouse is immediately to the right, so we'll subtract 1. And then we'll put color here. Is that how I want it to look? So let's call this street. House street, house number -1 color equals ivory. Okay, so then I'm going to put street up here somewhere. This seems sort of ridiculous. Maybe? Yeah, I'm not convinced that this is all gonna work at all, but we'll see, we'll see. So, color is ivory. House, street, house number. So now +1 to go to the right. Color equals green. Okay, so as I'm doing this, I'm sort of starting to see in my mind how this is going to work. It's going to be basically a backtracking, right? Basically a backtracking idea. I sort of hate this concept, but it's sort of a backtracking idea where we're going to try all the possibilities for each rule. And then if we find a rule that cannot be satisfied, then we're going to backtrack. And that's how we're going to find it. And that's where it warned us, right, that there are a lot of possibilities. 24 billion. So try ruling out as many solutions as possible. Meaning, so what does that mean? So like if we're backtracking, we're not going to literally go through all these. We're going to backtrack pretty early whenever we find a constraint that can't be fulfilled. But we still might end up going through a lot. We'll see. And the other thing is like the order that we check these rules in might matter. Actually, I don't really think it does. So in each of these rules, we're going to have to check, like, if this is already set to something other than England, then that's when we know that we need to backtrack. Right? So just setting it like this without checking is not going to work. So first we have to say if house nation let me see. How does this work in Python? I think it's truthy, right? Or truthy falsy. So if I say house equals this, house nation equals England, so I say if house nation print yes, else print no, and then if house color print yes, else print no, Oh, so it's key error in that case. So what we actually want to say is if color in house print yes, else print no. Okay. Had to remind myself of that. All right. So if nation in house and nation and house nation not equal England, raise error. I forget how to raise very much in Python. One thing I never did much in Python, just because I use it for small scripts, is I never raised very often. So when we go raise, exception, oh my gosh. So if I do it this way, it's going to end up very verbose. But I think it'll be okay. So if color in the house and house color not equal red, raise exception. Oh my goodness. I feel like I need to save myself a little time, a little typing. I'm just gonna put it as H everywhere just to save myself some typing. Because it's so much. Okay. All right. If nation in H and H nation not equal Spain, raise exception. So then this one is if pet in H and pet not equal dog. Okay. So then here, if bev okay, maybe if color okay, if bev nation okay. Okay, now this one's different. Rule 6. It's a little bit different. So here we're looking for the street number. So if H number, so if it's 0, then we have to raise an exception because there's nothing to the left. Or maybe, well, okay, so H street H number if color in H street H number -1 and let's do this. So if H number, okay, if H color equals green, let's get rid of this. If H number equals 0, raise exception. Okay. Then here, N for neighbor equals H street H number -1. Okay. So N color. So then here, if color in N and N color not equal ivory, raise exception. Okay. We can just raise exception like that, right? Like raise exception. Okay. Okay. And then here, if H number equals len H street -1, raise exception. Okay. And then here, N equals H yeah. So then if color in N and N color not equal green, raise exception. Yeah. Okay, so let's look this over. So if H color is green and the number is 0, we raise exception. H is the leftmost house, so the rule cannot be satisfied. H is the rightmost house, so be satisfied. Okay. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. Okay, so do we think the rest of this makes sense? N is the neighbor. Okay, let's go to rule 7. The snail owner likes to go dancing. So, if H pet equals snail, if hobby in H and H hobby not equal dance, raise exception. All right, and then we say H hobby equals dance. Okay. So I've got hobby here. All right. Elif H hobby equals dance if pet in H and H pet not equal snail. Did I put the snail in there somewhere? Phrase exception. H pet equals snail. Okay. Return H. Okay. So they all kind of have this format, I guess. So let's copy what we've got here. Rule 8. The person in the yellow house is a painter. Okay, so I'm going to copy. This is going to be rule 8. Okay, so for rule 8, it is yellow. And nation, Norway. Okay, nation, Norway. Oh my gosh, you know what? This is so ugly. Okay, so we need to do a regular rule. I got through 8 of these before realizing this is horrible, 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 and we need to do a regular rule. So def regular rule, it takes an H, it takes a prop 1, a val 1, a prop 2, and a val 2. If H prop 1 equals val 1, if prop 2 in H and H prop 2 not equal val 2, raise exception. H prop 2 equals val 2. Okay. Elif H prop 2 equals val 2. And then if prop 1 in H and H prop 1 not equal val, raise exception, H prop 1 equals val, return H. Okay, so that means that here we return regular rule H color red nation England. Thank goodness. Man, there's no way I should have labored for so long on that nonsense. Oh well, it's okay now. So return regular rule H pet dog nation Spain. What a relief. What a relief. Okay. Return regular rule. H color green bev coffee. Okay. Return regular rule. H nation Ukraine bev tea. Okay. Okay, so then rule 6 is a different rule type, so we'll come back to see whether that needs to be in its own function. So rule 7 is regular, so return regular rule H pet snail hobby dance. Okay. Return regular rule H color yellow nation Norway. Okay. What a relief. Okay, so then what's rule 9? The person in the middle H drinks milk. Okay, so this one is different because, well, actually, no, actually, this is a regular rule. It's just, yeah, it's a regular rule. So return regular rule H. So this time it's the number, and then this has to be len H street over 2. Let's see, so if it's 5 and we get 2, then that's right. But if it's 4 and we get 2, then that's wrong. L equals len H street. M equals L integer divide 2 subtract 1 minus L mod 2, right? So if it's a 4, then we subtract 1, and if it's a 5, we subtract 0. I guess. Sort of annoying. So then this is just M. And then, let's see, rule 9, milk. So we'll put bev milk. Okay. Do I have Norway up here? Okay, let's look at rule 10. So rule 9 is a regular rule because it's only talking about the one house, not its neighbors. Okay. And again, this one is a regular rule because it's just talking about the one house, not its neighbor. Return regular rule. We'll put in the H, and it is nation Norway, number 0. Okay. 11. Return regular rule. H hobby read. Oh no, this isn't. This is not a regular rule. Let me come back to this one actually. Let's go to 12. Is 12 irregular? Let me see. Let me see here. Nope, that's next to. That's next to. So let's come back to that one. Rule 13. Person who plays football drinks orange juice, so that's very regular. Return regular rule. H, hobby, ball, bev, OJ. Okay. So for hobbies, okay. What about 14? Rule 14. Okay, let's make sure we've got chess and Japan in there somewhere. Okay, and 15, the last one. Okay, so this one's not a regular rule either. So let's go back to rule 11. So rule 11, the person who enjoys reading lives in the H next to the person with the fox. Okay, so we have next to in 3 different rules. So going by the rule of 3 or whatever, then we can say that we should make this into a general generic, I don't know if generic is quite the word, but just a regular function. So def adjacent rule. So this rule 6 will remain the odd one out because it's the only one that says the left or the right, right? There are 5 houses. Englishman lives in the red house. Spaniard owns the dog. Person in the green house drinks coffee. Ukrainian drinks tea. The greenhouse is immediately to the right. Yeah, 6 is the odd one out because it's to the right. Middle house is just a regular rule. We just have to find where the middle is. First house is a regular rule. But yeah, so we have an adjacent rule. So this one will take H, and it's going to be prop 1, val 1, prop 2, val 2. Same as the others, but now we have to do an adjacency thing. So we'll say, let me move this up by this other one. Adjacent rule. So if H prop 1 equals val 1, so should we find the neighbors before? Let's find the neighbors first. So let's just say n equals this. If H number is not 0, then n append H street H number minus 1, right? And then if H number not equal len H street minus 1, n append h street h number plus 1. So those are the neighbors. Okay, so now we have to say if all, we have an all, right, in Python? Okay. So if all x sub prop 2, no, we should say prop 2 in x and x prop 2 not equal val 2 or x in n, raise exception. Is that what we want to raise? If all prop 2 in x okay. But this brings up a problem, because if that's true of all of them, then we need to backtrack. If it's true of one of them and not the other, then we need to set the value. But if it's true of neither of them, then we don't know which value to set, and we might need to just try both and then backtrack. So we're going to have to put a pin in this. Let me put a note here. Note. If both neighbors have the prop set to some other val, then backtrack immediately. If one neighbor has the prop set to some other val, set the val on the remaining neighbor's prop and continue. However, if neither neighbor has the prop set to some other val, oh, and we should also say, if one neighbor has the prop set to the val, do nothing and continue. However, if neither neighbor has the prop set to some other val, then we don't know which neighbor's prop should have that val set. And we may have to try both with backtrack. All right, so yes, it does get a little tricky with these rules, doesn't it? So let's say if any prop 2 in x and x prop 2 val 2 for x n, this should be n here, return h. Okay. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. So rule 6, I have it returning h, but that doesn't really make sense. Maybe it's okay. It doesn't really make sense to return h here because we haven't modified h. We modified the neighbor instead. This one is honestly pretty different, I think, from the others. It seems more involved in some sense. The prologue version, this has got to be just classic prologue stuff. So the prologue version is probably relatively simple compared to this, because this is like exactly the kind of thing prologue was designed for, right? I believe. All right. So yeah, I guess I'll just return h. It's a little dumb, but okay. Okay, so that covers, so if both neighbors, so that's what we do here. If both neighbors have the prop set to some other val, then backtrack immediately. Then here we do this. Oh no, this is here. We do this. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. This should be equal. And then here is where it's not equal. Okay. Remaining. Oh my gosh. There, remaining. Okay. So, okay. If neither neighbor has the prop set to some other val, then we don't know which neighbor's prop should have that val set, and we may have to try both with backtracking. Let's mark that as to do. Okay. If h prop, okay, so let's say elif, so if all I think I'm okay with that. Okay, so elif h prop 2 equals val 2. Okay, so this is so much. I need to make this into its own thing, I think. Okay, so, oh, and let's pass in the n. Okay, so all of this is going to go in. Oh, except not this. Okay. Okay, so then here we say if H, or let's see, if prop 1 in H and H prop 1 not equal no. If H, oh my gosh, you know what? In this regular rule, I need to change this. There we go. Yeah, we have to check that first. Okay, that's better. Okay, so then prop 1 in H and H prop 1 equals val 1. Return adjacent rule helper hn prop 1 val 1 prop 2 val 2. Okay. Elif prop 2 in H and H prop 2 equals val 2. Return adjacent rule helper hn prop 2 val 2 prop 1 val. Okay. So then at the end we should return H with nothing having. And here at the end we should return H with nothing having happened. Because this is the case where neither neighbor had the prop set to something. Okay, let me look it over. So if prop 2 was in X, wait a minute. Am I using prop 1 in here at all? I'm not. Do I need to be using prop 1 in here at all? I guess I don't. Okay. Am I using val here? Val 1? No, okay. So we don't want to pass those in at all. Okay, that's better. Prop 1. Yeah, okay, nice. All right, so that's good, I guess. But this to do, I'm pretty sure this is actually going to be required to do, but I want to come back to it. All right, so then rule 11. So rule 11 and 12 and 15 are the adjacent rules, right? So here we return adjacent rule H, and it is hobby read pet fox. Yeah? looks like I don't have read in there yet. Okay. Okay, so then 12 will be return adjacent rule H. Okay, so then this is hobby, paint, pet, horse. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. This is this is a lot for me. This is too much for me. All right. 15, last one. Rule 15. Okay, so nation, Norway, color, blue. Okay. I'm still missing a pet, a beverage, and a color. I think I just forgot to put them in. The colors are red, green, ivory, blue, and what else? Yellow? I don't think I have yellow up there. Okay, yeah, it's right there. Cool. What about the pet? Is the other pet in here somewhere? So the pets are dog, snail, horse, fox. Dog, snail, horse, fox. Is the other one mentioned? If not, it's fine. I don't see it. I think that's fine. Dog, snail, fox, horse. Okay, what about beverage? Is the other beverage mentioned anywhere? Milk, orange juice, tea, coffee. Is the fourth one here? Okay, it doesn't look like it. Okay, I mean the fifth one, excuse me. My goodness. All right, I guess that's cool. So now that I guess, sort of defined these rules, I guess the next step is to do the actual backtracking. Okay, so houses equals, so we'll have a list of houses. Each list will be a dict, or each house will be a dict, basically. And then each one will have a street, or no, actually, let's do the street after. It'll have a number. Let's do the number after as well. So let's just make the 5 dicts, and then we'll say is that the order in enumerate? It gives back. Okay, yeah. Houses number equals I. Houses street equals houses. Okay. There we go. All right, so now for the backtracking. I feel like I need a break before I can even try to think of this, but basically we're just gonna go through and we're gonna try to figure out each rule. So in the beginning, I don't think, like, in the beginning, nothing is filled in, right? So in effect, we just sort of have to make some kind of a guess, I believe. No, we do have something filled in. Rule 10. We fill in Rule 10 at the beginning. So let's make a note. Which rules should be filled in first? Start with Rule 10. The Norwegian lives in the first house. It can be satisfied right away. Yay! Okay. Then move on to rule, there was another one, right? The middle, Rule 9. The person in the middle house drinks milk. It can also be satisfied right away. Yay! Okay, so if we start with those two, those are the easy ones, right? Rule 9 and 10. Rule 1 we already kind of did. Can we fill this one right away? No, not really. Can we fill this one right away? No, not really. But if we see some that have to do with Norway, we can do those right away, right? So we can do 15. Third, try Rule 15. Since we filled in Norway already, this can now be satisfied. Okay, cool. So that gives us the blue. Now, the blue is not mentioned anywhere else, right? Okay. Okay. What about milk? Is milk mentioned anywhere else? No, it's just in that one. Okay. So then do we know which one to try next? So we don't know about the Englishman in the red house. We don't know about the Spaniard and the dog. We don't know about the green and the coffee, or the Ukrainian and the tea. We don't know which is green or ivory. The snail owner likes to go dancing. Don't know that. Yellow house is a painter. Middle house drinks milk. Now that I'm looking at this, I feel like there must have been some much simpler way to do this, and much better way, because honestly, I think that instead of dicts that have like just a property and a single value, each property should have a set of the remaining values that we haven't ruled out yet, which seems super obvious now that I'm here. You know what? Yeah, that's crazy. I should have obviously taken some time to just think through the problem. The way I used to do when I practiced LeetCode. Just take a minute to think through the problem first. Obviously, we should have had a set of the remaining possible options instead of just setting some value and assuming that if it's not set, all the options are available. So that's crazy. That is crazy. I mean, the good news is that I can fix it for sure, but man, I've been at it a while already. Okay, so enjoys reading, lives in the house next to the person with the fox. Okay. The painter's house is next to the house with the horse. Plays football, drinks orange juice. Japanese person plays chess. The Norwegian lives next to the blue house. Okay, so what have we figured out? We've figured out the first 3 rules to try. We've figured out that we should have sets of the remaining possible values instead of whatever I was trying to do before. All right, so I'm going to give myself a short break and come back in 5 minutes. I mean, they even told us, like Sudoku, right? We should have sets of the remaining possible values. All right, it's fine. I'll be back. All right, all right. Well, I am a coward, and I am going to skip the rest of Zebra Puzzle and just come back to it. Not today, some other day. Probably next week. Disappointed in myself, but I'm just gonna skip ahead. For the first time, I haven't skipped ahead before now, but honestly, I think like I'm supposed to finish all these by the end of the year, and you can see there are a lot here. And I think they might actually be getting more difficult as I get further down. Let's see what Minesweeper is. So add the mine counts. Actually, I just want to get some done actually today. I'm gonna skip Faro small talk because I am not at all. Oh my gosh, and it's Ocamel and Crystal. I might actually be tiring myself out a little bit from doing these. I was so happy up until I reached. Honestly, when I hit this Pearl one, something about the Pearl one was like, ooh, I think the Pearl ugly syntax. But then I was pretty happy with all of these. Yeah, I was pretty happy with most of these. Groovy today. Man, maybe today I'm just not quite in the mood or something. Now that I say that, you know what? I am going to stop and I'm going to come back in a little while. I'm going to come back after some time. I'm going to stop.